A good day to everyone who's watching. In our lesson today of algebra, we are going to talk about the formation of quadratic equations if the roots have been given. Example 1. Form a quadratic equation in x whose roots are 2 and 3. In this lesson, we'll also need to know how to expand two brackets. In this lesson, you need to have watched the lessons of solving quadratic equations by both methods, because we're going to be doing backward step from the quadratic equation that we had previously to the answers. So we're going to begin from the answers going back until we have a quadratic equation. For example, we had such a quadratic equation, and the question there would have been solve the quadratic equation. So we went through all these steps here until when we had our answers there. Now here we are going to be given these answers, then we form the quadratic equation. In other words, we are going to be doing backward step in here until when we get to the quadratic equation there. This one, example 1, the solutions, that means that one is 2 and another one is 3. When you try to see the backward step here is to take the solutions back. So even here I'm going to take the solutions back. So this is x minus 2 is equal to 0. X minus 3 is equal to 0. So now I'm at this stage. Now you see the previous step is that we multiply these two here and then we create brackets. So I do it here. This is going to be my x minus 2 into my x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now the rest is to expand until when you can not simplify any further. So expanding here, this is going to be x into that bracket there, x minus 3, then a minus 2 into the same bracket there, x minus 3 is equal to 0. Expanding here, x squared minus 3x, then minus negative 2, then plus 6 there is equal to 0. These two here, they are like terms, so I add them. So this is going to be x squared minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. That one there is a quadratic equation. Example 2, form a quadratic equation in x whose roots are 5 and negative 1/2. So the solutions, one is 5 and another is negative 1/2 there. Then taking this the other side, this is going to be x minus 5 is equal to 0. Then this one here, there is a fraction. I'm going to first eliminate it by multiplying both sides by 2. If I multiply that way by 2 and this way by 2, I'll be having 2x is equal to negative 1. Then I take negative 1, the other side of the equation, and this one is going to be 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now I'm going to create brackets and I multiply those ones there. So this is going to be x minus 5 into 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Then I expand. This x is going to multiply the whole of that bracket. Then negative 5 into that bracket, 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Expanding here, this is 2x squared plus x minus 5 times 2x is minus 10x, and then minus 5 times positive 1 is minus 5 is equal to 0. Like terms, I add them. So this is 2x squared minus 9x minus 5 is equal to a 0. Example 3. Form a quadratic equation in M whose roots are negative 1 all over 6 and negative 1. So M is equal to negative 1 all over 6, and another solution is negative 1. Here, first eliminating the fraction by cross multiplying, this is 6m is equal to negative 1. I take the negative 1 the other side, so this is going to be 6m plus 1 is equal to a 0. Here, taking the negative 1 the other side, this is going to be m plus 1 is equal to a 0. Then now, multiplying the two brackets, m plus 1 is equal to 0. Opening the brackets this side, this is going to be 6m into m plus 1. Then plus 1 into m plus 1 is equal to a 0. Opening here, 6m squared, opening, plus 6m, opening, plus m plus 1 is equal to a 0. These are like terms, we add them, we shall be having 6m squared plus 7m plus 1 is equal to a 0. Example 4. Form a quadratic equation in y whose roots are 0 and 7. So y is equal to 0 and y is equal to 7. Here there's nothing to take the other side, so we remain with y is equal to 0. Then here y minus 7 is equal to a 0. In the next step, we get our y times the other one there. Then we equate it to a 0 there. When I open the bracket, this is going to be y squared minus 7y is equal to 0. Remember, we said that one also is a quadratic equation, even if it does not have a constant term.